Well, could we be nearing the beginning of the end of Obamacare? A federal appeals court hearing a case that could end up before the Supreme Court. The Trump administration in 18 states backing a lawsuit claiming President Obama's signature law is unconstitutional and should be struck down. Let's bring in trial attorney Misty Marris. So, Misty, could the court do what, of course, Congress didn't do, label the ACA as unconstitutional?
Yeah, the court certainly could. And that's what some of the arguments that we heard today, that the fact that Congress eliminated the penalty for the individual mandate renders that section of the law unconstitutional because it falls under Congress's powers to levy taxes. Without a penalty, how does it fall under that Congress's powers? So the argument takes it to the next level, which is that that part of the law is not severable from the rest of the law. That's the heartbeat of the law. So without that, the whole law doesn't stand. Wow. And today in court, the judges, two conservative judges, were asking questions that would lead you to believe they're seriously considering upholding the lower court's decision and scrapping Obamacare altogether.
Misty, back in 2008, the Republicans were arguing that government should stay out of health care, that health care is not a right. The Democrats actually put that forth. And nowadays, however, it seems that a lot of Republicans, Bill Cassidy among them, say that, in fact, maybe government should be involved in providing health care. So what is the alternative? If Obamacare is struck down, and we know that the Democrats want single payer, do the Republicans want no government in health care? Or what is their plan if not Obamacare?
Well, look, I think there absolutely needs to be a plan. And in fact, today what we heard in court was, again, one of the justices said, hey, look, you might be asking the courts to do something that falls outside of the court's purview. This is a political issue, and this should be left to Congress. So we could see something like that in a decision. And now, look, whatever happens, there's going to have to be a hard look at health care. And what are we going to do?
But that's the problem. We haven't really come up with a plan. Republicans haven't, and they've had time to do so. So I think that's concerning. But I want to go back to your point that you have two situations here. You have the individual mandate. If that's concluded unconstitutional, isn't it so intertwined with everything else that you can't just scrap it all together? It's not that simple. And correct me if I'm wrong, because I'm just looking at it from very clearly two parts mixed together. You can't separate them.
Right. So that's the legal argument, is that if one part of the law doesn't stand, if the individual mandate doesn't stand, and that's determined to be unconstitutional, that the whole law is unconstitutional. And that's based on the prior Supreme Court decision, which said that this falls under Congress's enumerated powers to levy taxes. So the argument is, without a tax penalty, it's an unconstitutional law.
But it does seem very much like a fool's errand. Go ahead, John.
Sorry, Carol, don't mean to cut you off. What happens, though, Christine? Thank you. I apologize, Carol. What happens to the health exchanges? What happens to the millions of people that have health insurance because of Obamacare? Is there a provision here, or is it just that Obamacare will be ruled unconstitutional, so the entire thing is scrapped, and all of a sudden these health care exchanges are obsolete, and the people that are insured right now no longer have insurance?
Well, you make a great point, and that's the problem, is that there really isn't an alternative plan at this moment, and that's why this lower court decision was actually, the implementation was stayed pending the appellate court ruling. We're likely going to see this go up to the Supreme Court, either way that the court rules. So they will have the final word on the constitutionality of this law.
Misty Marris, we got to leave it at that. Thank you so much for being here. Appreciate it.